Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to come back to my YouTube channel again with another video. We are still on isometric drawing, sectional drawing in isometric. If you can take a closer look. So the question were not given, but by look of the views and dimension, you can tell that this is isometric in sectioning, because that A talks about what a full sectional front view isometrical. You understand? So we draw what is being pointed by an arrow. So whatever that beyond your cutting plane, we consider it as an offcut. So if this this is your front, this is right, isn't it? This top. So if it's positioned in your top view like this, which means in your front view, this cutting plane is actually in between 40, separating between that thickness of 10 millimeter going down up to till somewhere. Then from here till it's a gap, isn't it? But then you have to draw this one in isometric, then you cut. Understand? Then you draw what is being pointed by an arrow. So the cutting plane AA, so this is the piece that we are going to draw. If you can trace this AA on this view, it will be still like this, cutting it horizontal. So which means you'll be having hatches here. So this one would be this one will become dark, then this one will become dark, then this one will remain like this, then this one from here till here is going, this one is going to remain, is going to remain, then going to have hatches here. This one is going to remain exactly the way as it is, even this one exactly the way as it is. Then you put hatches here. This is the supporter, this is the supporter. Do not section a supporter. But then for the interesting sake, since we are practicing, for better understanding, let's firstly draw it, ignoring the cutting plane. Then under what we are going to do now, we'll then redraw it, and then following the cutting plane. You understand? So in other words, I'm saying let's just draw it normally, isometrical, then below of what we are going to draw, and then we're going to redraw, and then following the cutting plane, then, so that we'll see the clear understanding to say if it was not cutted, it was going to look like this. Then now it's cutted, it's going to look like this. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay, so I'm going to start with the horizontal constructional line as well as the perpendicular one. Perpendicular one. So the set point S must be your lowest point, isn't it? So point S is this one. Point S is going to be that one. So at point S, I'm going to take this faint like this, coming faint like that, and this one faint like this. Okay. So now from S coming this side 100 millimeter, and you can see it clearly to say it's solid. So you have to double check to say it's solid from your right, from here till here is solid, and from your front, from here going inside the page, isn't it? You cannot see it, but we'll know that it's going inside the page. Then there by your top view from here till here. So which means this one I can draw it solid from here to right there, solid. From here to right there. Then the half of it is what? Is 50, isn't it? Okay, so now after I'm having this new point of mine of 100 millimeter, I can just have a vertical constructional line. Okay, so now what do we see now? We see a dimension of what? Of 15 millimeter after the 15, 5 millimeter after the 5 millimeter, 20. So let's get them once like that. So we're gonna start with what? With the 5 millimeter from here till here. There's our 5, isn't it? Then after the 5, 15, where your 5 ends begin what? 15. So where my 15 ends begins what? 20. So there is my what? My 20. Okay, so then once it gets there, I can then take this faint, there it goes, faint, take the 20, take the 15, the 5 already there. You take them faint, isn't it? Okay, then after that one, we can see it clearly now to say the 15 plus 5, which is the first 20, isn't it? Which means from here till there is the 20. From here till here is the second 20. From here till here is the second 20, which is the same as this one, isn't it? So which means from here till here, have it solid. You understand? Have it solid. So even our front view from here till here, I can have it solid. From here till here, I can have it solid. Okay. So now after this one, so what is this one? From here to here. So if from here to here is what? Is 20 millimeter, is 20 millimeter. That one is gonna automatically come out by itself. So right from the right, I see this one coming like this. From here till is 20 and is solid, corresponding with this one, 20 solid, which is being dimensioned there by our top, isn't it? So can just get it. So from here till the 20, even this side, the 20. Okay, so I can just have vertical constructional line, vertical constructional line. So remember that this one is the center, isn't it? That's the center. Okay, so this is what I'm going to see there by our right. So from here till here is also solid. And double check this one. What is this one in your front view? It's actually this one. In our top is actually that one. So which means here you can close it. From here to right there. You understand? So I'll also have it solid from here to there. From here to right there. Okay, so this is what we see then. So at the moment, I will then approach this particular view now. So from here till here, what is this one? From here to there. Okay, so it's actually 45. Because this one from here, this will tally with that. This will tally with this. This one will tally with that. So from here till here is 45. So I can record the 45. From here to here. It's the 45. It's the 45. So when my 45 ends, I can just put the vertical center, just a little bit like this. And then, so where my 45 ends begins at 40. And the 40 is the gap. I do not have to draw it dark. So it's the gap. So from here to there, that's the 40. After the 40, there is another what? 45. So from here, this is 50. I'm looking for 45, just this one. So this 45, I can even have it solid. Okay, so then at 40 I can have a vertical constructional line. Even right here can have a vertical constructional line. So okay, so once we drew to such an extent, so now we can take this 5mm, this 5mm, so that goes faint, then the 15 faint, and the 20 faint. Okay, so now as I can see at the end, that 15mm, that 5mm is going to go vertical. This is not accurate, so which means my t-square was a little bit skewed. Yes, I have to fix it. This one's 100%, which means my t-square was a little bit skewed, because I can see from here till here is not the same as from here till here. So quickly fix that. Yes, that's same. So I can then have this one solid from here till you have it solid, which one? Is this one from here till there, isn't it? So the height of 15 again. So from here till here is how much? It's 20mm. Who's telling us that? Is the what you call is the top view. So from here till here, so that you get that one is 20mm. So it means I will then record the 20mm. The 20. There is the 20mm. And then I can just have vertical constructional line like that. Then I can then join this one with that. Faint, isn't it? Solid now, not faint. Solid already. Which one is this? It's this one from here till here. So from here till here is what? 10mm. 10mm. So can record the 10mm. So there is the 10mm. Can have it solid and have vertical constructional line. Okay, so now after you have this one, so join this one with that one. Okay, so for now, let's leave it for now. Let's leave it like that for now. Let's get to the bottom part of this angle. Let's get to this angle. So this angle, we will have to draw an auxiliary view of it. So I can draw it down here. So I'll just be like, okay, so this one, just to finish. So this line, I'll assume is still continuing this line. So this line, which one is this line? It's actually this 45, right? So now this point is actually that one. You understand? So how high from here till there? So we know that from here till somewhere here is what? Is 5mm, isn't it? So from here till here is what? Is not 15. So it's 15mm, but not that one. Double check it's given right from your right view. So they say from here till there is 15mm. So this 15mm is not actually that one. So be careful of that. That one goes vertically up. This one goes horizontal. So if you can trace like this, you are going to learn to say this tallies with what? With these hidden details. This one tallies with that hidden details. So they're saying from the base going up is 15mm. So I can do it here. From here, there is the 15mm, isn't it? 15mm. millimeter. Then once it gets here, I can then have it faint for now. I can have it dark then, but till way, I don't know yet whether here or here or here, up until I come and draw its auxiliary view of it. So that 15 of going high, I can also come and get it here. So from here till there. So this point is this one, this point is that one. So once it gets there, as much as I'm coming towards my S, which means in my auxiliary it should be good as if I'm just going horizontal as a constructional line. Okay, so now I can record what we call the length of it, which is 40 millimeter, isn't it? So the 40, this is 0. There's my 40. Then at my 40, I can just have a vertical constructional line and have this one solid. Solid. So if I'm saying solid, it's good as if it's moving towards your point S altogether. So right from this point, we can open our angle 135 degrees. How? Anti-clockwise. If I'm saying anti-clockwise, so which means we're going to rely on this horizontal line as the point of our references, and then then open this angle anti-clockwise like this. So so I can place it at 0. You know how to use a protractor, isn't it? So I align it with my horizontal center line. There is on top of 0. Even this side is on top of 0. So the vertical one is at 90 degrees. So I can then come and plot 100 and 35. So this is 140, 130, 135. Is that one? Is that one? There is our 135, isn't it? So now I can take my ruler and join this point with that one, faint. Understand? So now I can see it clearly to say, okay, which means from here till here, solid. Then from here till here, solid. So which means this angle is angle 135 degrees anti-clockwise. So we're doing all this because of we wanted to get this dimension from here till right here. This is the dimension that we wanted. Understand? So you take it like this, then you come and place it here, then you mark there. So then you can then take your 30 millimeter ruler, you join this point with that one, then have this one with this one, just like this. Okay, so after we've gotten this point of ours, let's come and solve this one. So from here till here is what? Trace it. Is what? This one. Is that 20 EF. From here till there is that 20. Which 20? The 15 plus 5 millimeter. So which means from here till here is 20 millimeter, isn't it? Because 15 plus 5 is 20 millimeter. So trace it like this. This one tallies with what? With that one, isn't it? So it's a little bit down as we're looking for this point now. So this one tallies with what? With what we're looking for, which is 20 millimeter. Okay, so the 20 millimeter is this one. This one from here. Oh, already have it. So it's gonna start from here till way. From here till right there. So what is the dimension from here till there? So this will tally with that. This will tally with this. So from here till there is how much? It's 20 millimeter. So which means I can also get the same 20 millimeter. Remember that from here till there is 20 millimeter, isn't it? So I can just simply place my drawing compass from here to right there and get it as 20 millimeter. There it is. Understand? So from here till there is 20 millimeter, which is which one? Which is that one. Being dimension there by your top from here till here 20 millimeter. Even in our front, from here till here 20, which is from here till here. Are we together? So I can now just join this point with that one. This is what I see. This is what I see, which is this one from here till right there. And be careful of why do we see this one as hidden? Why do we see this one as hidden? What is this one? We see it as solid. You understand? Okay. So, so if it's like that now, what is going to happen now? I can then just pull this point. Pull it a little bit back up to where now? Up to this point. So from here till there, we know that is what is the 45, isn't it? Is the 45. So where is the 45? Which is this one. From here till here is the 45. You can double check even on your top view. There is the 45. Here one. 45. Okay. So if we are to such an extent, which means I can have this point just touching there for now. We know that it's supposed to further continue, isn't it? Okay, so once it touched there, what can I do? In our front, it's good as if now I'm at this point, isn't it? So from this point going inside to your page, inside your page. In our top, it's good as if we're at that point. Are we together? It's good as if we're at that point. So from here, if I'm saying into the page, which means in our top, we're coming towards this, isn't it? So to get that one nicely, just have a constructional line that's going to be like this, faint like this, and then take this point as well, faint like this, as well as your center. Take your center, I'm actually drawing far away from my drawing sheet. Okay, so there's my it's my half, isn't it? Half of 100. So from here till here is the 100, which is still this one, isn't it? Remember, just took it like that. Okay, where are we now? So I can extend this one a little bit, this center, but now it's going to be, I can just draw it faint for now, this side, because it's going to be inside there. So now I can come and do what? And get this 40. So they said from here till here 40 millimeter. It's up to Galomuntu Gawena, whether you record it from here till there or from here till there. So it's better I record it here. So from here till here, let it be that 40. So you can actually see the 40 is ending right there. So absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Why? Because of this 40 at the bottom from here till here is the same as that one. So that is why we are just getting it exactly the way it is, which means even this dimension that we've been doing here, they are 100% correct. You understand? Because of when I'm now recording from here till here, still the same 40. Okay, so now what can we do? Let's get to the vertical center. Okay, so let me see the center way. Is it going to help us? Okay, it's going to be very much important. Why? Because of we are having that thickness of 10 millimeter in the middle of nowhere. So get it. So from here till here, the half is what? Is 20. The half is 20. So it's such that I can draw it like this. Like this. going down like this. Okay, so now I will then take this one. Okay, take this one vertically up. This one. It is the one that's going to be up front, isn't it? This one, take it vertically up. All right. So the moment I'm taking this one vertically up, where are we now? We are right here, from here going up. From here to the A1. So it's actually the height of what? Of 70. It's going to be 70. And then now I can just take my divider, open it to 70. There's my 70. And come and place it right from here till up there. Why? Because of they set the 70 starting from here till the not down there, isn't it? From here till there is 70. This is 0. Be careful, 70 is this one. So I can come and place it here. Then I mark. There is my 70. Then after mark, I can then just have this constructional line of mine faint like this. So from here till here is 70. Okay, so after that one, they said then we'll go back with what? With 30. So from here till here is radius 30, from here till here is 30, from here till here 30. So that 80, it will automatically come out by itself, you understand? Because the 80 is actually ending at what? At the horizontal center. Well, so which means if I will then just record my 30 millimeter like this now. 30 millimeter radius like this. This is the 30, isn't it? Now I will place it at 70, where my 70 is ending, isn't it? And then going back, so this is the 30. That one is the 30. So which means I can just mark this point R. That one is my R. That's the 30. That's going to be the radius 30. And then I will then have a center line that's going to be like this. Then I'll come and place it at my radius, further it till extend till where my 70 is ending, which is 30, radius 30, isn't it? This is radius 30. Then I'll mark this side. This is radius 30. Yes, then I mark this side and I mark this other side again. Understand? So I just mark here, I mark here. So I also mark on the bottom side as well. So that one. Then after that one, what can I do? I can then create the square, isn't it? I'll create the square. This one is going horizontal. This one is already there. From here till here is the what? Is the 70. So then I'll have to get this one like this. Then I'll have to get this one like this. So I'm already having a square. So you can actually see I'm already having a square of corner 1 here, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4. So 4 corners, it's a square. So now I've got a center between A and 1, center between 2 and 3, center between 3 and 4, center between 4 and 1, which is D. Yes, which is D. So now I'll take my 30mm ruler and join the two longest opposite corner, which is going to be corner 3 and 1. Like this. Then I'll join the center point to corner point. That goes, and then the corner point to center point. That goes. So now I have Roman figure 1, Roman figure what? Roman figure 2. Okay, that's it. So what did we just did now? So from here till here is 30, like as I've said, from here till here is 30, isn't it? So which means from here till here is against, isn't it? Which is this one. So which means where I can get this arc now. This arc, do you see the one I'm pointing, isn't it? How? By placing my drawing compass at Roman figure 2 to C. To C and B. So I can have it solid like this. You understand? Then now place it at 4 to A. 4 to A. A and B, isn't it? 4 to A and B. This is it, A and B. So I can have it solid. That goes. Okay. So then I'm going to have it vertically down up to this surface now, up to this point, up to that point, isn't it? So which means the point 1 and A further to right here. So which means here, again the same thing. From here, point C till passing a point 4 to right there. Okay, so which means now I can come and have this one solid. This one solid. Okay. So now inside there will be across the flat hexagon, and then but for now let's quickly just get what the other part. Okay, so now let's completely this up front of it now. Then if I will pull this one like this, so there it goes. I pull it like that. Then I also pull this one faint, isn't it? Okay. So now, then once it gets here, there by our top, from here till here is the 20, isn't it? Which is this one, from here till here, which is that 20. From here till here, from here till here. So which means once it gets here, I can pull it like this. So there it goes, faint like this. Once it gets there, what do I see now? I will see this one from here till here. So which means I can, without fail favor, I can have it solid like this. Solid like this. And have it solid like this. And solid like this. Like this. So if I will come and view it on this view, this portion, I'll see it, isn't it? Whereas even these ones, I'll see it solid, which is this one from here till here. Remember that this one is going to be in the same line with this one when you are viewing it orthographically, isn't it? Then this one, you are going to see it, which is that one, with its corner, which is this one. Okay, so at the back, this corner is this one, isn't it? This one is this one, and then that one, which means I'll have to go like this. Which means I will go like this, solid like this. And then double check again. Once I get to this point, I have to come to this end, which means I'll go like that. I'll go solid like this. Okay, so that is happening now. So should I have it join dark like this? Double check again. Why do you have these hidden details in your front view? This one from here till here. So which means if, assuming we're not having these hidden details, we would have do what we did up front here. We would have just then connected to this one with that one, which it tallies with this one. Then this one will assume that is at the back there, isn't it? It's under. It's actually from here till there, isn't it? But then double check. On the other side, we have the hidden detail. So which means this one that is at the back is not like this. And this one that is up front is not like this one. Who's telling us that? This solid line from here till here. Why is it solid then? Whereas this one is hidden. So this one talks about that, isn't it? So which means I'll just have it solid like this from just tally like this, and from here till there. Okay, so from here till there I have to just erase, because it will then come just a little bit like this. So which means I'll have to erase here. Okay, let me just, so yeah, this corner, it's going to be, so let's fix it faster, like this. So this one, like this. This one, like that. Once it touches here, it will be coming just a little bit like this. So on the back side, it's good as if it's just a step that you can step here and step on top, you understand? Whereas here is like a ramp. And so this side is a step, this side is a ramp. So it's telling us that it's a front view. So this one and that one. Okay, so now I can have this one just a little bit for now, up until I come I come and confirm to say what is happening there. So okay, so let's come back here, let's come back here. Then now let's get to the thickness of it. So we just did through this one, let's get the thickness of it. So the thickness, I'll take this point a little bit back, right? Then I'll take the point B a little bit back as well. And then have a tangent there, relying on the line of two opposite corners far away from each other, relying on that point, isn't it? Okay, so after I've took them back like this, so now I'll come to say, where was I drawing my compass the time I drew this arc? I place it at 4, isn't it? So this is the point 4. I'll also take it a little bit back. So there it goes. So what is the thickness? So the thickness is 40 millimeter. So take my drawing compass or divider, open it to 40 millimeter. This is 0. There is my 40. This is the 40. This is the 40. Then I'll come and place it at my point 4. Then I mark. There is my point 40, right? So now I come with my drawing compass. I come to record to say the time I drew the arc of AB, I was placing my drawing compass at point 4, like this. Then now, without disturbing my drawing compass, I'll come and place it here, where my 40 is ending. Then I'll draw an arc from here till right there. You understand? So then once it gets there, it can then go vertically down. Just a little bit. Have it faint for now. Yes, have it faint. Why? Because of there is a supporter there. This supporter is supposed to be there. Just have it faint for now like this. Okay, so now how about the arc of BC? Where were you placing your drawing compass? You place it at Roman figure 2. So project the Roman figure 2 a little bit back as well. This is it. There it goes. Faint, eh? So now I come to say, where was I placing my drawing compass? The time I get the arc of BC at Roman figure 2, and then I come to record to say, okay, so this is it at Roman figure 2 to C, be like this, right? So now I'll be placing it along this line, or do the same thing again. Come and get the thickness, which is, this was the thickness, right? Then now come and place it at Roman figure 2. Then along this line, I just mark. So where I just mark, which means that's where I'll be placing my drawing compass. I'll come back to record again. I am recording like this, isn't it? So this is it. Now I'll come and place it at this 40 from Roman figure 2 to that point is the thickness, isn't it? Now I'll place it here. So there it is. Then I'll draw. So there it goes. Once it touches this line, I can stop. So then you can finish it up with your 30 millimeter ruler, like this from here to right there, solid. Okay. So this is it. This is it. Then from there, let's finish this other part now. So we set the center is this one. Center of this 40. Can we project the center like this? So there it goes up to that point. Up to that point. Okay, so once it gets here, so you take it up to this one. To this one. Okay, so this center of it, which means supposed to also be in a way of an arc. You understand? So how do you get that? How do you get that? Okay, so now to get that one nicely, you come and place your drawing compass from A to the center, which is this one. Then come and place it at 4 and mark there. Why at 4? Because of we are looking for the parallel arc. This arc is parallel to this one, so we must also get a parallel arc. So where will you place your drawing compass? At 4. So you place it at A to the center, then come and place it here. So there it goes. So now I come to record again. That okay, I was at 4 to A. I was at 4 to A, which is this one. 4 to A. A to B, right? Then I'll place it where I just mark up to that point. But I'll draw it as a center. Just like this. Okay, so after I've drew it like that, then I'll come back to my to my front. So the thickness is 5 millimeter, isn't it? So the 5 millimeter, I can just use my divider and get the 5 millimeter. This is 0, and then this is 5 millimeter. This is 5, and then I'll come and place it here. Then I mark this side, and I also mark this side. Then what I've done here, I'll do it even up here. I mark this side, mark this side, and also mark this other side. But then up there is not that much important, because you are going to get a shape that is going to curve. So which means what we are going to do here, we'll do it like this. So which means even right from the center, I can also do what we are going to do. This is going to be the center now. The center of it, running like that. Center of it. Okay, so now the center of it. So where is it? It's from here to right there, isn't it? From here to right there. Let me double check, confirm that. This is it. This is it. This is it. This side is that one. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do now, I'll then come and place my drawing compass where? Place it at A to this point of your the first 5 millimeter. This is it. Now and come and place it at 4. Then I mark right like this. I've just marked here for the first time. Then I come and record again. My compass is still correct. Then I can place it at this corner, this mark, then further extend it to this one, just a little bit. So I'm going to have it faint like this for now. Understand? So then I do the same thing from A to the second point, which is this, the other 5 millimeter, isn't it? Now I come and place it here and I mark there. So which means my drawing compass, this is it. Then now I come and place it here till at this point. Then I'll have this one faint. This one faint as well. Faint like this. Then now I'll take my 30 millimeter ruler. Remember, from here till here is 5 millimeter. I'll join this one with the what? With that arc. Once it just touches the circumference of the arc, I can stop like this. Faint like that. Even this side, like this. Faint like that. You understand? So which means then I can have it from here till there solid. Why? Because I can see it is solid even in my front. From here till here solid. So which means I can have this one solid from here to right there. From here to right there. Dark like this. Everyone. So dark like this. So which means this part, remember where you're placing your drawing compass, right here, the time you drew the first one. So from here till here is going to be just a little bit. So we're doing all this just because of this small arc. Imagine, because of once it touched this center, supposed to go vertically down, as much as it happened with the first one, isn't it? So it's gonna go vertically down first, and where it's meeting with this one. So from here till here solid, and from here till there solid, from here till right there solid, so that I can have it solid vertically now, nicely from here till there. From here to right there. Everyone. So we're doing all this just because of that small arc, and so that we'll also understand to say where is it supposed to be ending. Okay, so this is what let's take a closer look. Do you see that it's passing? So for this corner it would be at the back there, which is going to be that one. So I'm gonna have it solid to right there. So which means even here solid, from here till there. Remember, we're a little bit scared to draw it solid because of we didn't understood what is happening here. But now we can see clear understanding. Just a little bit closing there. Clear understanding to say is gonna close solid like that. So which means even this upfront part, without your favor, have it solid, my brothers. Okay, so now since I'm having this one, so double check. You see, Utile is now coming out by itself. That one is now coming out by itself, which is this one from here till there. So with my with my 30mm ruler, I can just have it solid like this. Okay, so let's double check it, because there are two more. We have this one and the other one. Are we going to see it on the other side? Let's double check how. I'll just extend this one, faint like that. Then, and is we're going to see it just a little bit. So this one faint up to, so which means I can have this one clear understanding now to say it's going to be solid from here to right there. So this part is going to be just close a little bit again. That's quite interesting. Okay, so this part we have to see it clearly like that. So which means how? We have to project this point like this. First, this is the point that we are looking for, right? Then I just projected it like this. There it goes. So now I'll project it up front again, faint, faint like this. Once I touch this arc of mine, I will also project it like this. Understand? So once it touch there, I'll then project it to this line of mine, which is this one. So that's how you trace it. So there it goes. So where are they colliding? Actually right there. So which means I can direct this point to that one. So that's how you go about it. So direct it from here till here, but it's going to be solid from here till right here, just a little bit. You understand? So from here till there, it's going to be in hidden. Okay, so let's solve what do we see here, which is at the back. So what is at the back? We are going to let me see. This line, I think I was too forward to draw it dark from here till here. From here till here, why did I draw it dark? Because of double check. This corner is actually that one. So we do not have this corner dark from here till here. We do not have it dark. So which means from here till here, please erase it. I was now enjoying the lesson to have it dark. Don't have it dark. It's not dark. Even on your front most from here till here, it's not dark. So how come I can have it dark there? Okay, so this is it. Now let's get what is happening here. Do you see that portion? That one. But this one is correct, which is this one. Yes, it's correct. Okay, but now we have to get a line that's going to go like this. So it means I can just extend this one a little bit, which is this corner, isn't it? Double lines are not allowed. So which is that one. So after I've gotten it like that, how long? Double check right from your top. This one is actually tallies with what? With that one. So which means from here till here is supposed to be the very same 20mm. So which is from here till there, isn't it? How about then from here? From here, okay, it's actually starting from here, which is this corner, starting from here till at where my 20 is ending, starting from here till at my 20 ending, but supposed to also give me this space, understand, this space from here till there, supposed to give me this space, because it cannot be dark from here till here. So from here, this corner, which is this one, so I supposed to get this space, which is this one, from here till there. Are we together? Why am I saying from here till here? Because of Well, it's good as if I'm moving from here till at where my turn is ending. This corner, I have it, which is this one. So from here till there, that's where my turn is ending, isn't it? From here till there, that's where my turn is ending, which means from here till there, that's where my turn is ending. Because from here till there is 10. So once I get this, then I will then project it like this. Once I get it, so once it collide with this one, so I have already gotten that space that I was looking for. So I can then join this corner with this one, like this. That goes. That's quite interesting. Let me repeat again. From here till here, do you see that the set is going down till at your 10? Remember that from here till here is 10, isn't it? So which means on your top, you are going from here till here. On your top, from here till here. Ending at the line of your 10. So the moment I'm projecting this line of my 10 going like this, colliding with what? With this one. Because from here till here is 20, which is the same as that one from here till here is 20. So which is this one, isn't it? So there it goes, there it goes. Once it collides with this one, it's giving me that point that I'm looking for. So that space that I was looking for is already that one. It's already this one. So if I can erase it a little bit, because it seems to be a little bit dark. So that's what the space I was looking for. So now I can have it dark from here to right there. So which is which one? This one. Which is which one? Which is that one. It's actually going. It's actually that portion now. Understand? So to show that then it's further going down, it's not going to be possible because of, do you see that it's going inside the paper? So which means without fail or favor, I can pull this one like this and pull this one like that. Like that. Everyone. Just like this. Okay, so now, so we have these hidden details, so which means to show them, I would simply just pull this line like this to show that, okay, it's a hole going through. Okay, I think we are done with what seems to be a challenge. So then we will have to draw the auxiliary faster. So we see across the flat hexagon, which is 18 millimeter. Then I will have to draw the across the flat hexagon of 30 millimeter. 18. So I'll simply open my drawing compass to 18 millimeter. This is 18, right? 18. So I'll just draw it here, mouse. Then I can draw it here, just a faint diameter. Then where I was placing my drawing compass, I can just draw the horizontal center line. As well as the vertical one. Then I can draw my drawing compass. In the version, I want the across the flat, right? So I'll stick on the vertical, place it here within the circumference, further extend it to the center. So let me double check how to do it. Yes, it just stepped just a little bit. This is it. I draw it like this. Now place it here within the circumference to the center. Then I'll strike an arc here, strike an arc here. Place it here again, strike an arc here, strike an arc here. There. I can, on top of the circumference, I can have this one solid going vertically down from here to right there, then from here to right there. Then this one you can use your 30 millimeter ruler, or you can use your set square like this. This is angle 30 degrees. This is angle 30 degrees. This is angle 30 degrees. this is 30 degrees. So now that's our across the flat hexagon. Let's see, is it 18 millimeter? This is 0. This is absolutely 18 millimeter. Do you see? This is 18, 19, 20. So this is 18 millimeter. So this is 18 days, 18, 19, 20, isn't it? So our hexagon is correct. So then from there, what can I do? So if we have that R there in our across the flat hexagon, which means that R is good as if it's right here, isn't it? So let me name them. I decide to say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, right? Now place your divider from R to 2, which is the same as R to 5, isn't it? This is it. Then come and place it here. Then this is it. From here till there. From here till there. You understand? So I have 0.2 there. I have 0.5 there. You understand? So place it from R to this center of 4 and 3. This is it. Then come and place it here. So that goes. So this is the center. And even this side get the what? The center, which is that one. So now after you've gotten your center like that, just project vertical constructional line. I know now there are many. Just be careful that goes just a little bit. Just don't draw them that much long, isn't it? So now place it from this center to 3, which is the same center to 4, isn't it? From here. So come and place it here. There's your point. That's going to be a 0.3. This divider of mine is not strong anymore. So I must be careful. This is it. So there's my 0.3. Then there's my 0.4. So which means 0.4 and 3 have them solid already. Before you are lost. Understand? Just have it solid like that. And then you know that the 0.1 and 0.3, they are actually in the very same line. 0.4 and 6, they are actually in the very same line. So which means even here, you can just have this 3 like that. So there is your point. Plot it before is you are getting it lost. Plot it. There it goes. So which means this is going to be 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it then have 1 and 6 solid, 1 and 6 solid, like this. Then now have 2 and 1 solid, like this. Have 3 with 2 solid like this. Then 4 with 5, 5 with 6 solid like this. There it goes. There it goes. Just like this. Then when you take a closer look at your front is what is having hidden details. So which means we'll pull 0.5 to right here, 0.4 to right there, to show that it's a hole going through, isn't it? So under we've got this one. So we'll have to draw the auxiliary view of it as well. So I'll just extend this vertical center line of it. Then just in the middle of nowhere, I can just have this one. So the set is 18. So 18 divided by 2, you're getting what? 9 millimeter. This is 10. This is 9 millimeter. So I mark at 0. I mark at 18. This is 19. 18 is right here. Right. So now I can just take my drawing compass, place it here, further till there. Why it seems to be just corresponding. Then I'll just strike an arc there and place it here and strike another arc. That's going to be like this. Then from there, I can just join this one. It's an isosceles, isn't it? So all the sides, they must be equal. Triangle. Okay, so now double check. They said from here till here, be careful, 3 millimeter, which is from here going up 3 millimeter. So the 3 millimeter, if I'll just place it at 10 and say the 10 is my 0, 1, 2, 3 is that one. Once I get just a little bit below my point 3 and have just a faint constructional line like that, then now come and place it at the center, which is 9 millimeter, further to right there, isn't it, which is my 9 millimeter. Come and place it here. Then I mark this side. I also mark this side. Let me also correspond it, because my divider is no longer strong here, so I have to be careful. So this is the point, which is this one. This is the point, which is that one. So I can have it solid. A1. Then now take it, the height of it from the center to the point high, which is from here till right there. So now join this one with that one. You understand? So join this one with this one, just like this. However, it has got what, a hole as well throughout, so it's going to be something of this nature. You understand? Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. So from here till here. But remember that this was in sectioning. So should you be able to draw it like this, you can easily draw the half sectioned one then. You understand? Because of you now understand to say, okay, the full isometric view of it is just like this. So now trace the cutting plane AA now, because you can see it clearly now to say, okay, the cutting plane AA is gonna cut from here till there. That goes, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes. So whatever that is beyond your cutting plane, you consider it as an offcut. So you take that part, then you draw what is being pointed by an arrow. Okay, so now let's draw the cutted one then, just right below of what we did here.